Hey guys, it's Eric and Karina,
In HR.
An E-Ride.
and welcome back to the Late Podcast. The law, according to Eric. All right, so today's episode, there's no theme to this again. It's just random stories. I think what I did find a theme was just everyone in these stories are crazy. And I think that
okay.
just might be the theme, honestly.
Yeah, sometimes the theme presents itself
Yeah.
after a while.
After a while you find it. And I feel like with almost every Reddit story, it's just crazy people here, so, you know?
Well, there's usually no short of crazy.
Exactly.
We should probably, in the future, dedicate an episode to the craziest people we know personally.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good
Right.
idea.
Well, we'll have to change the names, but we could
Yeah,
draw from
right.
some real life
It's
stories
like,
of people.
Mike won't know who we're talking about.
That's right, But I'm just saying,
All right.
maybe one day.
Well, do you have anything else for the intro before we start?
No, not really. I mean,
Okay.
again, we kind of had to whip this together really quick because
Yeah.
we've been busy this week, and I think we're going to be busy the next couple of weeks too with stuff. But
All right. Well, let's start then.
Okay.
The first one is titled, "Am I the asshole for asking my wife to pour our daughter's pee down the toilet?"
What?
I mean, as opposed to on the plants or
Isn't that
something,
what
like,
you're supposed to get?
right.
Guess you're gonna have to listen, right?
Okay.
Hello, internet. I'm
Hello.
I'm hoping you can help me resolve a minor low-stakes domestic dispute. We are at the stage of potty training that with our daughter where she uses the little squatty potty with the removable reservoir. I learned today that when it's just pee, my wife just empties it in the kitchen sink.
Oh.
I find this more than a little gross and would very much prefer she empty it down the toilet in the powder room roughly 10 feet away from the kitchen sink as I do. Her argument is that the sink is where dirty things go and is already kind of gross. And besides, some pee isn't worse than the food scraps in there. Her words. For me, bodily fluids are in a completely different category from food scraps and should be going down the toilet. Am I off base here?
Yeah, I think I would probably want the pee to go in the toilet
Yeah.
instead of the sink.
Yeah.
That's very strange.
Yeah, no, that's gross. That's so gross.
Not quite as gross as that. Remember the story with the chunks of poop in the shower?
In the shower?
That was worse. But this is close.
It's very close.
Yeah.
Very close. That's gross. That's gross.
I don't have a lot to say here.
You think he's the asshole?
No.
It's like a pretty normal thing.
Yeah, this is just more me trying to actually process, like, how does this dumb bitch take the fucking pee reservoir and just, I mean, not that this is even excusing it, but
Exactly.
if they lived like in a 2-story house and she'd have to like go up and down stairs and her legs are sore, maybe. But what makes this 10 times worse is there's a fucking bathroom 3 steps away.
Exactly.
10 feet is nothing.
Exactly.
Okay, 3
Exactly.
yards. That's it.
Exactly.
And you could just dump it in the toilet, rinse it out, and be done.
Also, though, where are you having this kid pee? Like, where is her little portable potty going?
No,
Why is
that's
that out of
it.
The bathroom.
That's well.
Because, like, part of the potty train is
You can
showing
do it in the
them
bathroom,
that
right?
it goes in the toilet.
Yeah.
Like, it's part of the whole process. You show
And
them,
I was like,
okay.
do they have this thing in like the living room or something? Like,
I don't know. It is kind of strange. And like now, the more I think about it, I'm going to start to make myself ill because like your fucking dishes go in there.
yeah.
Like I use this like big Yeti for like my ice water and stuff.
Mhm.
Like that's in there sometimes, and
Some
I
people
don't-
clean
I
their
don't want-
vegetables
yeah,
and, like, put the
I-
water in with the vinegar and they'll clean the
whatever,
vegetables out.
like all sorts of stuff. That's awful. But what this does do
Mhm.
is remind me of a true story.
No, there can't be a true
There,
story.
okay, so bear with me. It's related. And let me tell you, by the end of this episode, it's likely that my own loving brother may disown me, but this
Oh, God.
is a real Josh story. Okay,
Okay.
so it probably isn't a tough guess when it comes to what Josh and I eat,
Right.
right? And we are not like super healthy eaters, although he's a lot more now. Okay,
Right.
but
You've been trying to.
yeah, a little bit. But you understand. People that eat a lot of like green vegetables
Right.
and okay, so the pea is already rank. Okay,
Right.
that's also true though for people that eat a lot of fast food.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
All right.
Or asparagus.
yeah.
Yeah.
My understanding, I wasn't there to physically witness this, but my understanding from my own dear non-cringy sister-in-law
Mhm.
is that when Josh would be asleep and tired,
Mhm.
he would just get up and he would just pee in the shower.
Oh my!
Like
what?
he wouldn't, like he would just, or in the mornings, like he would just,
Oh, I remember this story.
right? He would just pee in the shower and then leave it there, and it would just get like all dry and stinky and crusty.
Wait.
Yeah, and like days would go
No,
by
wait,
sometimes.
No, wait. He would pee in the shower. That means the
And
toilet
not run,
was there
wait,
in
yeah,
the same
yeah,
bathroom.
yeah, and not run the water. So I think what he would do is he would wake up and like start to get dressed for the day, and like, oh, yo, I gotta pee, and he would just like pee in the shower and then like go about his, finishing up and then leave, like, and just leave it there. Now there's
The
a part.
toilet's there though. That's what I'm.
Well, the toilet and the shower may not be right next to each other. It's a pretty big master bathroom, but
Oh,
that's not the point though. The point I'm making is that
that's gross, nonetheless.
right, and the fact that it would get all dry and crusty and stinky,
Yeah, that's
It wasn't
gross.
really smelly.
right?
Yes.
And you know who my heart goes out to the most?
Aaron?
Oh, Aaron. Aaron doesn't do that. It's the fucking cleaning lady.
No, I didn't know.
I'm just saying, poor cleaning lady.
Yeah.
She has to deal with that. Like,
Exactly. No.
she comes like once, like every Friday or whatever.
No. I
It's
would
like a
kill
whole week
myself.
of buildup.
I would kill myself. That's gross. Wait, would no one else shower for the rest of the week in that bathroom?
No, so
What?
I
Wait, no, wait.
That's confusing.
I don't know, or if they did and they rinsed it off at that point. I
Ugh.
look.
Gross.
There's just certain details I don't want to know.
The shower bathroom.
Yeah, I just don't want to.
Ugh.
I don't want to inquire further.
Yep.
Like I heard the story and Aaron told us the story, so I was like, okay, it was funny because the way she animates, and but then when you start to think about it later, like, god damn, that's
Right.
That's
There's a lot of questions to that story.
yeah, that's wow.
Yep.
Oof,
Mm-hmm.
so sorry, buddy, you're on blast today.
Are you going to
Love
give
you,
your
bro.
mom
Sorry.
dingleberries for throwing her child's pee?
Oh,
the sink?
yeah, for sure, we're gonna do that. I am gonna give
It's a gross thing. It's not an asshole thing.
no, but there's it's an
No,
asshole.
It's an asshole.
It's an asshole to the people around her too.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give pee disposing Lucinda 4
Wow,
dingleberries.
that many.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna give
because-
her 3.
Look,
but-
look. Let me just say, the only reason it's not a full 5 is it's a little toddler,
and it's her dog.
right? And so maybe she makes it a game with her. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm like, watch mommy dump it out. This is what we do. Well, I don't know.
It's gonna end up being the same.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm
Yeah.
trying my best to find some fucking justification for this, but I can't go less than that 4. And she is a solid 1 on the Feldman
Oh
scale.
yeah, she has no shame about this.
And
Yeah,
oh
no.
And by the way, if all she did was dump the pee, she'd be getting like a 5. But when you start with "Hello, Internet," and that's the fucking problem you need the advice on, you know what? She's a 0. Not even a
No,
1.
this is a man writing it.
Oh, with a man. Oh yeah, but okay. Either way, okay. What kind of
He
fucking?
does not want the pee.
Yeah.
I know, but you really need the internet to tell you that?
Yeah.
Come on now.
wanted to be validated.
Exactly.
Really?
He wanted to
Okay,
know that he
so
wasn't crazy.
He gets 1 on the Feldman scale for going to the internet.
I'm not gonna give him.
Wifey gets a 4 on the Feldman scale for doing it and acting like it ain't no thing.
I'm still gonna give her a 1 because that's pretty shameless to just keep tossing your child's pee in the sink after.
Well, let me tell you, it's only shameless now because hubby outed her on the internet.
Well, not even then. He's brought it to her attention before, like.
But
stop doing that.
I'm
She didn't
saying
give a
the shameless part is like how you have to go to the internet and like ask like, how do I solve this? I'll tell you how you solve it. Right? You put your fucking foot down and you say, "Bitch, stop." Okay?
fuck. She's
That's
not
it.
listening.
Or I hate to say this, but somebody's got to. You got to treat wifey just like you would treat Fido. You got to smack her on the nose with the newspaper, and you got to rub her face in the pee, whatever, okay, and
Alright.
train her not to dump toddler pee in the fucking family sink where you wash your food and do your dishes. Period. Just saying.
Thoughts?
Okay. Well,
And the only thing that would make this
Right.
funnier is if his wife's like legit name or like Fifi or some like doggy name or something like that. But anyway,
Oh my god.
just
Okay.
saying.
Next one then. Am I the asshole for getting a teacher to fix an incorrect question on a quiz and taking a classmate's first perfect score away? My bio class recently took a quiz, and when we got the results back, a classmate, we'll call her Vivian, not her real name, got an 100 and told the whole class it was her first 100 on any assignment in the class all year. She mentioned that she put one answer for a certain question, but I had gotten a different answer and was almost positive that my answer was right based off of the work that I did during the quiz. A group of friends in the class also got the same incorrect answer, so we went to the teacher to ask her to explain. After working through it with us, the teacher determined that her original answer in the key was incorrect, and she decided that she would regrade everyone's quiz, meaning Vivian would get a 95 instead of an 100, and my grade would be raised to correct for the error. I thought that was the end of it, but now Vivian is repeating the story to everyone she can, blaming me for taking her 100 away because I wanted a perfect score so badly. She's also placing the blame entirely on me, even though there were other people that also raised the same concern to the teacher with me. Am I the asshole for raising it with the teacher? Is Vivian because she's repeating and misconstructing what happened, or is it my teacher for taking points away for her error?
What do snitches get?
That's not a snitch.
It's not, because she got it incorrect and she knew it was right. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if I got a point incorrect, I don't even think she really gave a fuck about Vivian. It was the fact that, her answer was wrong. Fuck Vivian. She didn't give a fuck about her. Her thing was, wait, my answer was wrong.
Yeah, I have a deeper question
that's
here.
Totally justifiable.
Yeah.
If you really think the teacher really got something wrong.
Is there an effective difference between a 95 and 100?
Yes.
What?
The 100.
No, I mean, what's the effective difference? In other words, is your A still an A? Unless there was some kind of fucking prize attached or a cash bonus or something, who gives a shit?
Because,
any of them.
Well, if you have the 100, that
No.
gives you leverage later on.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Get a 95 on
Do you
another
know?
test. You have two
No,
95s,
stop.
It brings your grade
Do
down.
you know who get all anal about the score difference between 95 and 100?
Who?
Fucking Poindexter nerds that walk around flashing their perfect scores, or like, look what I got.
She didn't even flash
No,
it.
I know.
It was Vivian.
Both of them are fucking.
Unfortunately,
You know what I think? No, I'm sorry. They're both fucking bio-dyke nerds. Okay,
No,
yes, they are.
they're not.
This whole thing is stupid. I go, why did she do that? I took my points away. All I wanted was a perfect paper, and she took it away. And give me a fucking
That's
break.
why that's the other girl.
I
doing it to her,
know.
though.
Let me just tell you. Maybe I'm misunderstanding, but bottom line is these are fucking first world problems that shouldn't be on the internet.
Let's
This is
say
so
you're-
stupid.
You're taking the bar exam,
Uh-huh.
and the answer is incorrect. Wouldn't you want that corrected?
And you knew
Yeah,
it was
except
corrected.
guess what? A, you don't get an actual score. You just know if you pass or you fail.
I
So it
understand
wouldn't
that's
matter.
difficult.
I would, and number two, I'd have no way of knowing because we don't get a score. So we have no fucking clue. But my bigger point here is this. If, and I'm being serious now, if I did get my bar exam scores and I believed I got a question right and my grade was a 69 not passing and it would have been a 71 and I would have passed, that's different.
That's what I'm saying.
That's different.
Exactly. We don't know.
We don't know what
this
she
girl
had.
Okay, 95 or 100?
No, that
even-
was
No, that was
Vivian.
Vivian. It
I-
wasn't the girl that actually complained.
He isn't even listening.
He's not. He just wants to hate on the person
No,
because
I
he's
just-
not listening. We don't know what the other girl got. She didn't even tell us her grade. She just said, I knew my answer was marked incorrectly, and so did other people.
I don't like tattletales. I don't.
That's not a
It is.
tattle.
Teacher, look,
not-
you got this
That's not
wrong.
snitching.
That's
I
not
got it
snitching on
right.
someone.
I don't know. You know what?
It's not her
I'll
fault
tell you
that
what.
got it wrong.
No.
You know what? You're both right. I don't think I could care any less about this post that I do right now at this very moment.
A nerve.
I know.
I
know.
hate-
Someone took his point away. at some point in
No,
class.
but people, I
The
see
teacher took
this.
his point away.
I see this. I see people do this in front of judges all the time, like it's going to change anything. Your Honor, counsel didn't file the requisite notice with the blue tabs. He filed it with the yellow tabs. And I can't tell you how many times judges look at the other guy that does that. Like, really?
But teachers can't do that.
Yes, they can. The teacher chose not to. And it's only different because it's a teacher error or whatever. But if let me put this differently. If a judge makes a mistake, I'm not calling him out on it. I'll appeal.
But the guy
right?
who was complaining about the tabs was just being a douchebag.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no effect to him.
Yeah.
I think both of them are stupid, cunty, stupid, or whatever, and I don't care.
I think the girl who went and told the teacher is not the asshole. I think the girl who is spreading all of that rumors and talking all that shit is the asshole, and she's just mad because she got the answer wrong. At the end of the day, her answer was wrong, and she didn't deserve to have it marked right.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Exactly.
It's not their responsibility to make sure that she gets the same grade.
Exactly.
If there was a genuine problem, it should be corrected.
Exactly.
And other people were affected too. So we don't know how that would have affected other people's scores. It might have made a huge difference for them.
Exactly. Yeah, they could have been 1 point off from failing. So
Yeah.
You know what you both sound like? You both sound like what dance moms sound like.
how is that a dance
When
mom's
their
thing?
kids are not getting the lead or whatever. Like, well, I don't know. And if the teacher was wrong.
I don't know why this hit a nerve for
Clearly,
you.
Dakota has more talent than Kylie. And
You
why
know,
isn't
I
Kylie
hate
voting
that
in
this shit matters, but it does.
Does,
Not
yeah.
to me.
It does
Not in my
matter.
world. Not to our 9,000 plus listeners. I bet you not one of them gives a shit about these two dykey grades or these pain in the ass, overly competitive dance kids. Fuck them both. And their fucking parents.
If his kids called him and said the teacher marked it wrong, they proved to the teacher that they were right, and the teacher said, no, I'm keeping my word, you would be mad too.
Let me tell you the difference between me and them. I would handle it for my kid. And that teacher will never make that mistake again.
Exactly, but these were just kids.
It's better if their father handles it as opposed to the kid itself teaching responsibility.
Yeah, it's not about taking responsibility. It's about respect and the position. So I think it would have been smarter, because clearly this is like a high school thing. Hey, Dad.
Kids need to learn to take care of the shit themselves.
We need to learn now how to move on. I'm done with this question. I don't care with this post. Seriously, I don't care.
So mean. I know. Am I the asshole for not?
That's almost like this post.
I thought you were done with it. I thought you were talking about it anymore.
No, I'm telling you what it's almost like.
But it's still talking.
It's not about this post. It's almost like this post. What this is almost like is if you have a cringy sister-in-law that tells you that you're wrong about listing her house and real estate rules when you yourself are a realtor, and then she argues with you nonstop, and it turns out you were right the whole time. She doesn't want to admit it. It's almost like that. Not quite, but almost.
Not really.
Almost.
See, it's annoying when somebody has the misinformation.
I should stay silent.
Yeah, probably.
No, I meant I just wouldn't go on to next. Okay. Just sat here. Am I the asshole for not giving the dollhouse I built to my niece, but to my wife as a gift? It's not a dollhouse, but I didn't want anyone to think I was being misleading on purpose by saying I built a house. That's his little warning. I, 28 male, made my wife, 28 female, a replica of a house that's known to fans of a musician, but it wouldn't mean much to anyone else that isn't a fan.
Graceland?
I don't know. He doesn't. He's not saying.
How many houses owned by musicians are well known for the house? Only Graceland. Elvis's place is the only thing
I don't even know what Elvis's place looks like.
Or Neverland Ranch, which is the Michael Jackson place.
I don't even know what that looks like.
Well, Graceland was the name of the Elvis compound in Memphis or wherever he was, Mississippi. Oh, no. Graceland's in Tennessee.
No, Mississippi is where he was born.
Right, but yeah, Graceland's in Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nashville or something, whatever. Anyway, go ahead.
It's about 2 feet tall and wasn't very complicated to build. But my wife has said a few times over last year that she thought it would be cool to have it for her little trinkets. She's like a crow with her trinkets, and I love it. She didn't know I was making it for her, but I did sneakily involve her in its creation, though, having her make a couple TikToks when we were out together so I could get the colors right. She has no idea this was for her. I was excited, so I showed a picture of it to my brother. He told me it was cool, but he didn't get the purpose of it. He showed it to my niece, Ava, 13 female, who knew what it was and said she wanted one too. My brother asked if I would give it to Ava for her birthday instead. I said no because it was for my wife, but I could make one with Ava. It would help teach her some basic woodworking skills, which they don't do in schools here anymore. And I'd like that. Brother said if it was so easy, then why couldn't I just make a second one for my wife and give this one to Ava because her birthday's at the end of the month? Again, I said no, and this was done specifically for my wife. He seemed to accept that, but then came back to me and said, isn't it a little weird to make a dollhouse for an adult woman? I told him it's not a dollhouse, just a fancy shelf. He argued that made it worse because Ava would actually play with this dollhouse. He must have gone to complain to mom about it. He is the younger brother because my mom called me to tell me that it was stupid to give my wife a dollhouse. I tried to explain that it's not a dollhouse, but she just kept calling me stupid. Well, this weekend, I was at their house and Ava kept bringing up the house and laying it on thick with statements like, I've always wanted one just like that. She kept asking why my wife needed a dollhouse, why she wanted one, all of those questions. I told my brother that he was encouraging his kid to be manipulative, and I really didn't like it, so I was going to leave. He told me that I was dangling the house over her head like McDonald's and teasing her, and that made me feel like a bad uncle. Being a good uncle is important to me, and I do feel for the girl because she's a big fan too. I admit I have a blind spot for this because I don't have kids, and maybe I shouldn't have shared the picture with my brother to begin with. But am I really the asshole for not giving it to her?
No, you're not the asshole. You offered to do it with her.
Exactly. He offered to make her own.
Which is even nicer. That's giving of your time and spending time with your niece. And this brother needs to just...
The brother seems entitled. Exactly. Going to mom about this. And it's like, also, he put so much time and effort and obviously a lot of love went into this, house because it was for his wife and he built it exactly how she'd like it and he listened to what she liked to put in here. Why would he give that to his niece?
I know he did it specifically for his wife as a gift. And this family is just this guy sounds wonderful and this family sounds like assholes.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. The brother's the asshole. The mom is the asshole for calling him stupid. And the
niece is also an asshole for bringing it up and laying it on a stick.
He should not do that to his daughter.
No.
I mean, why are you making your daughter into a brat?
Exactly. So, thoughts?
Honestly, I'm a little mixed.
Why?
Well, I look at it from a more practical perspective.
Mm-hmm.
On the one hand, I understand he did this for his wife and all that stuff, and that's great. And clearly, this was something he put a great deal of thought into.
Right.
And by the way, even if it was a simple project, it's still time and material.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing where that's a labor of love.
Right.
Unless he was building it for himself because he does his own models or that's a hobby. But when you really take the time to build something for someone else, even a scale model.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's kind of that's a gesture.
Yeah.
Okay. On the other hand, having young nieces and nephews myself, I get it. And it also feels a little bit like, and maybe I'm reading too far into this, but Papa Billy, the one who has the kid, right? Ava, whatever, mm-hmm. Ava's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he, A, doesn't really know what to get his own kid, and B, maybe he can't afford something like that. I think, personally, he was going to, take that gift like it was from him.
You think?
Yeah. I feel like there's something a bit more sinister behind that, because why would they give him such a hard time?
Yeah.
Right? And the only other thing I could think of, honestly, is that maybe little Ava either saw it and won't leave him alone about it. Dad, oh my God, I want that.
Yeah.
Food. I love that. I don't want anything else. And then hold on. I've been in that situation where when I'm dad and your kid comes to you like that, yeah, I just want to make them happy.
Right.
That's the only other thing I could think of, or maybe it was indirect pressure from the kid who didn't know, oh, I saw what Uncle Billy made. Oh my God, can I have that? That's what I wanted. I've always wanted that. That's so perfect. And I already know where I'm going to put little Barbie.
Okay, well, he needs to tell Veruca to step off because no, seriously.
That's a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory reference.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Do you?
I do, actually.
All right.
Exactly. And I agree with her. I do. Because you can tell kids no. Exactly. You can tell your kids no.
I want it.
Absolutely.
Now.
And you need to tell kids.
Exactly. You need to tell them no.
Or you have monsters.
Also, though, he didn't say he wouldn't build her one. That's also the issue.
Yes.
He said we can build her one together that she likes.
So, all right. So this is going to be a hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he's the asshole.
Right. Okay. We can agree.
But what would Eric do totally different?
Okay.
So let me just say, I'm going to award childless Billy 0 dingleberries.
Mm-hmm.
He did something nice for his wife. Keep it to the wife. I don't see this as a Feldman issue.
No.
Okay. But what would Eric do is different. Eric would just give it to his niece. I would just build another one.
I wouldn't.
Because I have to believe. But remember, this is more unique to me and my own family and my relationships. But if my brother were to come at me like that and really basically beg me to do that, I got to believe it's because his daughter really wants it. And if I know that that's something my niece really wants and it's something I built, I would be really happy to give it to her. And I'll make my wife another one. And by the way, I'm assuming my wife is a grown-ass woman, not a child. And I'm sure she'd be okay with that. Right? Hey, do you mind if we give this to little niece Lucinda because she really loves it? And babe, I'll just build you another one. No problem. Or we'll do one together, a different one. And we'll make it a little hobby about it, whatever. Now, I don't know if wifey would go along with that or not. Right? But honestly, if you're asking what would Eric do, probably that.
Okay.
Just saying. What?
Karina wouldn't. Jen wouldn't. But that's okay.
We disagree.
Yeah, we can disagree. Yeah.
This kid is going to grow up to be a horrible brat.
Yeah.
Hold on. We don't know the kid did anything.
The kid's the one that keeps saying it.
It doesn't say a specific.
Yeah, it says that when they went over, the kid was like, I really want one of those. Why does she even need one? Why are you making her one? Why does she want one?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So I would probably acquiesce and give my niece what she wanted. I probably would, yeah. But I also want to. I know. You guys are violent, and I'm not.
No, but you don't know how to say no.
I don't know.
That's the issue, you see, right there.
I also have perhaps the sweetest child for a niece ever. My niece.
I agree. I agree with that. You do.
Niece.
And she would never ever do that.
But I'm saying, I knew if she did, it would be because she really wanted it.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem like this at this point. It just seems like the kid is. Yeah.
I know Lev. Lev would not. Act like this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if it was like, oh, Uncle Eric, please, okay, I really want that. Oh my God, that's so perfect. Of course, I'm going to give it to her because she never asked for anything. But again,
I think this kid has asked for a few things.
Maybe
somehow.
so. I agree that he's not the asshole here and all that. And I'm not giving him any dingleberries, no Feldman score. But I'm just saying, what would Eric do? Because for me and my family, I would handle it differently.
Okay.
And by the way, not that this needs to be said, but I'm just saying anyway. The last thing I would do is ask fucking Reddit.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, if you don't know,
you're so angry at the Reddit writers today. We need their stories.
Exactly. If these people didn't write Reddit, we would have no podcast.
Exactly.
I'm a little short-tempered today, but that's not the point. Like, some of these posts are long and rambly, and they're honestly, they get incoherent. They're hard to follow. Okay, my lunch order got messed up, right? So I had to get reorder it. That already upset me.
Can we pipe in some violin music?
I'm just saying, there's
right.
other things going on in the office I have to deal with that I'm not looking forward to.
Oh, the fucking house is a Taylor Swift house. It's a lover house from Taylor Swift.
That's perfect for a fucking kid.
So it is for a 28-year-old bitch who likes Taylor Swift.
No, now that I knew that, and the fucking 20-year-old's like, no, I want my Tay-Tay house.
She doesn't even know about it. It's a surprise for her.
Fuck them all. Okay? Mm-hmm. Give the kid the fucking Taylor Swift house.
No, don't give the kid an ass beating.
Jesus Christ.
All right, next one. Mm-hmm. Am I the asshole for getting my girlfriend a birthday gift she hates? I feel like this is kind of overreacting, but maybe I'm just wrong. My girlfriend's 2016 most birthday was coming up, and I wanted to get her something really nice. I've noticed throughout our whole relationship that she does her makeup on the floor in front of the mirror, and it always looks so uncomfortable. She has complained of it several times, so I decided it would be a great idea to get her a vanity set. I did some research, and I found a couple that she would like, but I knew she was picky, and so I asked her if she was planning on buying a vanity set ever. She showed me the vanity set she wanted, and I made sure to add that same one to my Amazon list. Well, a few months went by, and I was ready to buy the set, but I come to find out that it's sold out. I desperately looked for the other sites and the manufacturer, but the set would not come from over a month after her birthday. Keep in mind, I was trying to buy this a month before, so it wasn't even last minute. I still felt bad, and I decided to spend some more time researching on what to buy. I finally came across one that matched the same style and the color of the other furniture that she had purchased, and it was more expensive than the one she even wanted. So I bought it thinking she'd like it, even if it was the one she did not ask for. I was wrong. My girlfriend's party finally comes around and goes off to her sister's while I spend 2 hours building the set right after work. When she finally comes home and I show it to her, I could clearly tell something was wrong. She was quiet and didn't seem happy. She then started bawling her eyes out, saying that she hates it because it was not the one that she wanted. I explained to her that I couldn't get the one she wanted yet, but if she didn't like it that much, I could wait for the other one to come back and buy it and sell the one I just bought for her. That only even made her more mad and upset. She then went on a rant about how she hates birthdays and that I shouldn't have gotten her anything. Again, this vanity set matches everything else she likes, and it wasn't some cheap set. She told me to simply sell the set and keep the money because she doesn't want anything from me on her birthday ever. Am I the asshole for getting her the wrong set?
No.
Oh my God.
This is different. I like the whole thing like Kids from Hell.
Well, this isn't a kid.
Whatever. No, it is a kid. I mean,
she sounds like a kid, yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
She sounds like a kid. But this
Yes.
is what Veruca is going to grow up into.
Yes. That's exactly what she is, yes.
But
yes.
This, oh my God.
Yes, a whole vanity, put it together right after work, ordered it.
It's like Dream Man. He
exactly.
put so much effort
Imagine
into
you
this.
come home and Eric actually built something.
I think the body snatchers had come because that wouldn't be Eric.
That's why I didn't have to add a vanity. It's just built something, you know?
That's fair. I actually thought I was building a loving relationship. It's clearly, I just read all that. So now that you said that, I'm going to have to give my disclaimer to the podcast world. You're right. Eric doesn't build shit with his hands. Eric pays people.
Eric does pay people to do it.
It's not because I'm stuck up. It's because I am so non-mechanical. It's true. I can't build shit well. Everything I do breaks. I can't follow instructions. They're like blueprints to me. They're fucking like a foreign language. And before you all start rolling your eyes, fuck off. Read a 600-page contract in under an hour and know all the provisions, and then we can talk.
There you go.
Bam. That just happened.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, back to grown Maruka here. Yeah, he should leave her. He should leave her. This is fucked
so
up.
Nice.
He sounds
like
so
when
nice.
Nice men have horrible.
Exactly. You don't see nice men anymore. There's one, and then he ended up with.
So, Luruka needs to. That's Lucinda Veruca. Luruka. I think Billy needs to seriously assess this relationship. To be honest, for a minute, I was going to try to sympathize with her a little. I know what it's like when you have your heart set on one specific thing, and parent, this is more when, but again, this is like more when you're a child, and then your parents get you something they think it is, and you know it's not even close,
right?
And you all freaked out. Like, okay, so I understand how that can happen,
right?
Okay. But when you're an adult, you don't get to be like that. No. Anymore. All that is super insulting, ungrateful, you know, and it honestly, it borderlines cruel.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like cruelty because God knows how much time and energy went into this.
Yeah, right.
And it may not have been inexpensive. I mean, it may have been, it might have cost
a it sounds like a whole, like, it's a big thing.
Yeah. It's not just and he made sure it matched the rest of her furniture and shit,
even, like, do-it-yourself shit at IKEA is not cheap.
No.
So if he went and got her what he believed, and here's where I have the real issue. Let me be frank. It's not about her not liking it. It's about how she explained it.
Yes. Yes.
If she would have sat him down and said, you know, Billy, I can't tell you how much it means to me that you took the time.
I appreciate
this really
effort,
wasn't what
all
I was
of
looking for. Yeah. And if it doesn't offend you, I'll trade it. And, you know, this is the one I really wanted. But I am so impressed and I love the fact that you did all this.
Yeah.
There would be no problem.
No.
Her reaction was so...
Just, I don't want you to do anything. Return it and just keep the money. I don't want a gift from you. Like, what?
Yeah, and I'm saying, and let me tell you, that can damage a relationship, like
really bad. No, yeah, exactly, exactly.
You know, because, and I'll say this last part, and then so first let me just say he's not the asshole. You know, zero dingleberries.
How many dingleberries for the girlfriend?
Oh, she's getting all 5. If everything he wrote is true, she's a full 5.
Yeah.
And I'm a little hesitant to give her like a double 5 Lizzo-ass dingleberry, but I was leaning that a little bit. But yeah, you know, he gets 5, and she's a 0 on the Falcons.
Yes, 0 on the Falcons.
Absolutely. Yeah.
She threw a tantrum. Yeah, at 26.
In front of him over a fucking birthday gift. And I'm saying this honestly, if you went out and like lost their savings on a horse race or something.
Exactly.
You know, that kind of reaction is warranted. But when he goes out of his way to find and try to build you and buy you
a matching set for your house.
And I'm betting he truly believed this is what she wanted.
Yes. He was probably so excited to give it to her.
No,
I am almost certain.
No.
And I am almost certain he took no fucking joy in building this.
No.
If he's anything like me even a little bit, this was a real fucking effort.
And after work, imagine getting home after work and starting to build a vanity. So it could be done by the time she got home.
No, that's my point. No fucking way. What?
Eric's love for me and Steve.
No, of course he does. I'm just saying, like, look. Again, I'm just not mechanical. I am not Bob the Builder. Okay, I can't do that kind of stuff. Bob the Builder. But I will tell you, honestly, I have no problem hiring a couple people.
Exactly.
Before I bought furniture for when I first moved out, I didn't know how to fucking assemble it. I had a fucking crew of 3 handymen.
See, there you go.
I'm not joking. I paid them for the whole day. Just put all my shit together.
There you go. Exactly.
Put my tables together. Rebuild my desk.
See?
My bed. All that stuff. Okay. And you know what? It's people like me that help the economy.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, it does. It helps people that need the extra work and extra money. Period. Okay.
Okay.
So not everything has to be a DIY.
There you go.
Yeah, hopefully, Nice Billy got quite a few numbers from this Reddit post.
Well, it's new, but this has literally only been up for 18 hours. But they've said not the asshole.
Well, but yeah, and the only other thing I would maybe have done, if you're asking what would Eric do, maybe, and this goes back to like the prior post, like maybe I would have tried to do it like a project, like a together project.
Right.
Like, yo, baby, listen, I know this is what you wanted. I'll get it for you, and let's build it together. What?
I can see you doing that, and then I end up doing it.
I knew that's what she was going to say, too. The minute she laughed, I knew that's what she was going to say.
Well,
I did.
The punchline, what I was going to say, is if you do that, you'll hopefully like be doing other things very shortly thereafter. Because they're going to be so moved and taken by, that effort. Well, not funny anymore, is it? Anyway, so that's what I have to say about that.
All right. Thoughts, or can we move on?
We can move on.
Okay. Next one. Am I the asshole for hiding my expensive shampoo and conditioner from my friend's guest?
I'm going to need you to read that again.
Am I the asshole for hiding my expensive shampoo and conditioner from my friend's guest?
I know so many people that would do that. So go ahead and read it. It's fabulous. I'm gonna tell you, the first fucking person that comes to mind is my son Matt. Yeah, serious. He's got that fucking Tom Ford stuff.
Oh yeah, he's hiding it. Yeah.
Now, if he has a friend sleepover, he's not nowhere. Nobody's knowing where his
exactly. Exactly. I feel him.
Go ahead.
I, 28 female, share an apartment with my friend, 34 male. Last weekend, when we were away, he invited his female friend, Sarah, to stay over. When we got back, I noticed that she used most of my shampoo and conditioner without even asking. I had splurged on these expensive products to treat myself. I also make a lot less money than my friend. Today, Sarah came over again for a visit and asked to shower at ours before heading to a dance class. However, I had taken my expensive products out from into my room this time, leaving only my friend's basic shampoo out for her to use. When she couldn't find the conditioner, she asked my friend, who came to my room, to ask me about it. I told him that she's his guest and she's not my responsibility to provide spa products for her. My friend got mad and thinks I'm rude and petty. Am I the asshole here?
I don't think so, personally. I it's debatable, but I think if she really didn't have a lot of money and this was a huge splurge for her, then I can understand like not wanting, because she said the person used most of her.
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Like if you spend, because some of these products can be a lot.
Yes.
So if you don't make a lot and you spend a ton of money and then somebody uses like half a bottle, that's going to be aggravating.
Yes. I personally am part of the curly hair community. And my products are expensive as fuck. Any little thing I have to, because I can't use regular products. My hair would dry out and it'd die. But I would be pissed if I came home and all my shit was almost half used, especially if it was like she said, expensive.
Yeah.
And it's like, I hate having to re-up on my hair care. It's $100 that I have to spend if I have to re-up on everything. So I feel her.
Yeah.
I feel her. Honestly, I get it. Yeah. I get it.
It's better to take it away and rather than just like be upset. And angry and...
Also, the audacity of this man to come into her room, her roommate, neighbor, whatever the fuck it is, and be like, "Hey, do you have that conditioner? She kind of needs it." That was also weird.
I don't know what context. He may not have been aware.
That's true.
He used most of it the first time.
That's true.
So he may have been very innocent and naive and like, yo, you got that conditioner because my Lucinda's in there showering it up. But I'll tell you, it's a bigger issue. It's not really about the conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
It's about respecting people's stuff.
Yes.
So the way I heard this post was the first time and only other time she showered, she used most of the stuff.
Yeah.
Didn't say she had been there 10 times.
Right.
So the first question, honestly, that comes to mind is how much fucking shampoo and conditioner does one need?
Exactly. I thought of that too. Yeah.
Right. She abused.
No. I don't think she abused it. I think the poster is exaggerated. I understand if maybe she's one of those unique people that has like hair down to her fucking ankle, whatever, and she's got like and shampoo and conditioning takes like 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My ex-wife also had very long curly hair. And yeah, when she would have to wash her hair, it was a 45 fucking minute to an hour ordeal at any time, okay? But even at that point, I can't see her using the bulk of any one bottle of conditioner. Unless these were so expensive, she bought like the little like 2-ounce ones.
I don't think so, yeah.
But we don't know.
One of the comments says she probably emptied some into a water bottle to take home. That was one of the comments.
But that's kind of the point. So how much could she have used? So it feels like... conditionerless Lucinda is mad and exaggerating to make a point. I can't imagine she used that much.
No, she might. I know people that go through shit really fast, or like especially people when it's not yours and you haven't bought it.
So it's enough for her to notice.
Yeah.
Okay, noticing and saying she used almost all of it are different.
Mm-hmm.
Now, unless she only had a third left, right, and then she used half of that third. I could see where, in context, that would make sense, but it's a misleading statement to say it that way. I don't mean to pick hairs, or split hairs, but honestly...
But you are.
Well, I am because, again, it was written in such a way to essentially infuriate us. Like, yeah, what a bitch. And of course I'm not going to get, and it is a little petty.
Well, I think it was for the full weekend. We don't know how many times she showered.
How many times this bitch showered. You know what? If she's hygienic at all, she showered at least 3 times. Good. It's not the point. The point is that this is really about like the way she treated her stuff. And probably, in fact, I'm betting anything, if Mooch or Lucinda were to just say, look, I'm going to replace this for you.
It would have been fine.
Or, hey, do you mind if I use it again? Right. she's more upset at the use
that it was taken without her permission. Yeah.
She's seeing that as disrespectful.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean she's wrong.
Right.
Okay. It is kind of disrespectful. I don't like it either.
Right.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest here. There are times where I'll have like something in the office that I'm looking forward to, and I'll go get it, and I know it's fucking gone, right?
And I always tell you, if you want it for yourself, then just keep it.
I know,
in your
but
office.
That's why I let him pick cookies out first, or when he orders like cake or something.
I think it's a dick move to do that. Like, oh look, our donuts arrived, and then just have them all in here. And like, okay,
I say all.
but I'm saying, when I'm done picking the ones only I want, then you can have the scraps. I mean, that's how it comes across.
How many donuts are you going to eat?
It's not. I'm making an example.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Like,
I really do think that's better than just being angry and resentful all the time.
Fine. I'm not angry and resentful all the time. There are more than once though where I noticed that like some of the bitches is gone. Like before, like I can't remember what it was, but there was one or two things I used to get that I'd buy them like say on a Monday, I'd have them delivered like snacks or cookies or whatever, and by like Tuesday afternoon it'd be like almost all gone.
They were those cookie bags.
Yeah, but there were all those yeah.
Yes.
There's only a couple of people
Yeah.
do that, and I'm not one of them.
Exactly.
Okay?
Neither am I.
But
I'd get one if I was lucky.
I know, but my point is, I get it, right? I understand why that can be frustrating.
Yeah.
Right. But I do think that maybe there's a little bit of pettiness here. So this is what I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Conditioner stealing Lucinda, I'm going to give her 2 dingleberries.
Okay.
I don't think it was the most outrageous thing she could have done, but I certainly think she could have handled it better. She could have just given her a heads up, or at the very least, just shown a bit of respect. Like, look, mine, okay. We were like an 8 on the Feldman scale.
Yeah.
I don't think this was like a shameless thing to use it. I mean, and I don't really know what the term "almost all of it" is supposed to really mean. And again, I feel like the poster Lucinda is just kind of exaggerating because she's venting. So I'm going to stick with the 8.
Okay.
Now, I am, however, going to also grade, nasty mad conditioner Lucinda.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm going to give her 3.5 dingleberries for bitching at Reddit about this and not just taking it up with her roommate or her friend or talking to conditioning Lucinda directly.
That's not her friend.
No,
the person.
The person who wrote it is.
Yeah. It's the person who had the shampoo stolen.
I know.
Yeah.
And
she did talk to him.
Okay, so she should have talked to the friend directly. Said, look, I don't mind if you use it, but I need you to either replace it or use less. This is expensive stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And often it's unfortunate, but sometimes people just get self-conscious about that.
Right.
No, yeah. Say that, and you have to be, comfortable in your own skin.
Mm-hmm.
And if it means that much to you that you're willing to go on Reddit and basically put this bitch on blast, then it should mean enough to you to sit her down before you do that. Be like, yep, do me a favor. I need you to leave me some conditioner.
Okay.
So
I guess we can agree to disagree because I still would have been pissed, and I get why she's mad. So
yeah, I totally get it. Too.
Yeah,
I would have been very aggravated.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next one. Am I the asshole for not giving my ex back a gift I received from his great grandmother? Okay. I, 23 female, and my ex, 22 male, have been broken up for just about 3 years now. For context, we have a child together in our relationship and we are both currently in new relationships. His new girlfriend is now pregnant with his second child. Just background. Recently, I received a message from my ex asking for a stone-carved pregnant elephant that was gifted to me by his great-grandmother 5 years back. His grandmother sadly passed a year back, and he's currently asking for it back. I asked him firstly why he wanted it back, as it was a gift to me during my pregnancy. A bit more context, we had visited his family and his grandmother had elephants everywhere in her home. I made a comment about how beautiful her collection was, as some of them were very unique, and she lit up and insisted that I take one as a welcome to the family present. I tried to politely tell her that I would feel horrible to break up her collection, but she kept insisting. At this point, I didn't want to be rude and said okay and walked out with her as she told me stories of how she got some of the elephants. Anyways, we stumbled upon the stone-carved elephant with the carved-out tummy with the baby inside. She heavily implied that my choice should be this specific elephant as it fits into the situation perfectly, me being pregnant and all at the time. I smiled and accepted and thanked her for letting me carry a part of her collection with me. She gave me a hug and accepted me as part of her family. This was, I guess, her doing. My ex, who I guess got a bit jealous, wanted to pick one out too, so he got to do some as well. Back to the current day. He told me due to the passing of his grandmother a year ago, he wanted to have the elephant to put with a gift he got with his great-grandfather so that they could both be together. When I asked him why he specifically wanted mine, he kept dodging the question and said it belonged to his grandmother and it being a gift from her to me had no value. I reminded him that he got to choose his own that day, but he also kept dodging that as well, calling me selfish and a lowlife. Part of me is more than willing to give it back to him, but part of me knows that he's going to gift this elephant to his new girlfriend because of her new pregnancy. I say this because I know his narcissistic and manipulative personality. Why would he ask me now and not a year ago when she passed? Am I the asshole for this?
No, I don't think you're the asshole. I mean, it's a kind of a tricky situation because, if something belonged to a relative that passed away, I would want to give it back to that person. But it sounds like he's doing this in a very dickish kind of way.
Yes. I also just feel like she deserves to keep it. At the end of the day, she gave it to her. And that might not be her great grandmother, but that doesn't mean she can't keep something. Only because someone died, and it's not your family member doesn't mean you have to give it back.
Yeah. No, it sounds like it's meaningful.
Exactly.
For her.
Exactly. So I think she's not the asshole, and I wouldn't give it back to him if I was her.
Well, he's not doing it a nice way.
Yeah.
I only have one question, and the answer to that question is going to ultimately determine which way I go on this. How much is it worth?
She said almost $400.
Then fucking keep it.
It was in the comments earlier.
Money.
She said it might be because she was like, I did look it up because people were asking her like in the comments, like, how much does it cost? Like, is it worth anything? She was like, yeah, I looked it up. It's like around $400. She's like, so it could be the money. She's like, but I don't want to sell it either. So
no, she's saying that, but I mean, look, even if she doesn't want to sell it. So this is how my understanding of certain collectibles work.
Right.
Okay. Sometimes they completely crash in value, and many people learned a very painful lesson with comic books.
Right.
Comic book collecting was at one point they were six figures up to $1 million.
People were betting on the betting shit on fucking comic books.
Comic books have gone down 70% in value.
Yes.
Okay? It's no longer a collectible commodity like it was. Okay? The hype is over.
Yeah.
Other things, though, over time, even gradually, just continue to appreciate. So if this particular collectible, elephant or whatever, is, a statuette from a different country or it's from a known artist or whatever, and it may increase in value over time, I would keep it.
Right.
Number one. Number two, you also have to consider how was it given to her, right? How did she come into possession?
Right.
No, that's a bigger point.
Well, she told the story.
Yeah.
I know, I'm being rhetorical. In other words, the fact that this was a gift from the original person that owns it, then grandson Billy has nothing to fucking say.
Exactly, yeah.
It's his grandma's wish to give this to her, and he has to fucking accept it.
Exactly.
That's where I fall. I mean, the money thing is a consideration as far as if it were me, would I give it back? Because I also have a soft heart.
Yeah.
And if somebody came to me like, look, my grandma gave this thing to you, but it was really meant for our family. And if you don't care, right? If it was like a couple $100, yeah, whatever. Okay. And now if it was like $50,000 piece,
yeah, exactly.
Have your lawyer call me. but having said all that, there's this other aspect, right? And that is we want to respect the wishes of that person.
Exactly.
So if grandma was of sound mind, and grandma's like, yo, I'm going to give this to you because I want you to have it. And welcome to the family.
And insisted that's the one she got. Yeah.
Right, then you know what? Don't bitch at me, bitch at grandma.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, she's dead now. Sorry. Okay. Guess I'm keeping it. No, I mean, but again. That's where I'm more inclined. So I do think that grandson Billy is a 3 dingleberry asshole.
I agree, actually, yeah.
He definitely, and I agree with HR, he could have approached it better. This didn't need to be dramatic.
No. Yeah.
And at least if it were me, and I was in this situation with something like my mom owned, because my mom had a thing for cows. For real. She had like porcelain cows in the kitchen.
I didn't know that.
That's
she had like fucking pot holders and cows on them. Whatever, okay? She had that thing.
I like when old ladies have they're like one little niche, like one thing that they buy everything in.
Now, if my mother had given one of her porcelain cows to someone, an ex-girlfriend of ours, whatever, somebody that wasn't necessarily part of the immediate family. But
even your ex-wife, you wouldn't go ask her back for it. Yeah.
Her to have it there. That's my point. If it meant enough to my mother to give away something she cherished to someone else because it made her happy,
right?
That's all I need to hear. As much as it might have bothered me, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's not for me. It's not my thing to do. So that's really more where I land on this.
Yes. All right. I agree with that.
Yeah. And I'm going to say 6 on the Feldman scale for even asking for it back to and then not accepting when she's like, I don't think so.
She's a low life for that?
No. I mean,
no. I'm saying and he was also oh, you're a low life for not giving anything.
No, she's not. So
he doesn't sound like any prize.
No. All right, next one?
Yes.
Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my brother-in-law
Can I
name...
stop for a second?
Yeah.
You know what that's almost like?
What is it almost like?
It's almost like when you have truly a non-blood related cringy sister-in-law who thinks that somehow she is part of your blood family.
Yep.
And expects to be bequeathed things in your dad's will.
Yeah.
Even though she's not his daughter or even daughter-in-law.
Yep.
Almost like that.
Almost like that.
Like when you get your single mom fucking kid to call me uncle and call my dad.
Exactly.
grandpa.
That's exactly.
Like
it's
that.
almost like that. It's almost like that. Exactly.
And by the way, before I forget, you know what else it's almost like?
Shout out.
That's right. It's almost like the Midbar Mod group. Vedanta Dory, Dougie, Karen, Aaron, Faye, I don't know, Ethel, Sadie, I don't remember all of them. And my sister, my actual sister, Aaron. So
The nanny Fran.
Transfer the nanny. So shout out to the Midbar Mod crew.
Oh my God. Okay.
May those tiles all fall the way you want them to.
Oh my God. Okay, back to the story.
All right.
Title is, Am I the asshole for refusing to let my brother-in-law name his baby after my late husband? Okay. I, 33 female, lost my husband Mark 3 years ago in a car accident. It was devastating, and while I worked hard to rebuild my life, the grief is still there. Mark and I didn't have any kids, but he always wanted to be a father, and his name holds a lot of sentimental value for me. My sister-in-law, 36 female, is married to Mark's brother, Ethan, 38 male. They're expecting their first child, and recently they told me they want to name their son Mark to honor him. While I understand the sentiment, I immediately felt uneasy. Mark's name is deeply personal to me, and the idea of someone else in the family using it feels wrong. I gently told Ethan and my sister-in-law that I really wasn't comfortable with the idea. I suggested they use Mark's name as a middle name or consider something else entirely, but they were upset and said it wasn't fair for me to claim the name when it was part of their family too. Ethan even said that this would help keep Mark's memory alive, especially since they were so close. The argument escalated when I pointed out that if I ever had a child, I might want to name them after Mark, and it would feel strange if there was already another Mark in the family. Ethan said that hypothetical and accused me of being selfish for gatekeeping a name as if it were mine to use. Now, the family is divided. Some think I'm overreacting, and some think that I should let them honor Mark however they want. Others say that it's my right to set that boundary, given how close I was to him. Am I the asshole for saying no to them naming their baby after my late husband?
Wait, this is Mark's actual brother, right?
Mark's actual brother. Yeah.
I think Mark's actual brother gets the right to use Mark's name.
I might not agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I might think that...
I'll tell you what. She's not the asshole, but she is wrong.
Yeah, it's difficult. That sounds
No one is the asshole
here.
Right. No, this is.
She's am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole, but I don't think she's right. I'm going to tell you a true story. Okay. So I'm the oldest, and my brother Josh is the two of us.
Right.
But before I was born, my mother actually had given birth to a daughter who did not live. She maybe lasted a day or two when she died almost at birth. And her name was Sarah. She was given that name. Years and years and years later, one of my cousins gave birth and named her daughter Sarah. And that was meant to be like a tribute. Now, so many years had gone by that my mom did take that as almost like an honor and a compliment, and she appreciated it. But my brother and I, because we were like in our teens.
Right.
We weren't like old, we weren't like
adults,
we were old enough to know that it felt like that was meant to also gain favor with my family. Right. Like, like make us more special than our kid or whatever. At least it just felt that way. Now, part of it is because I do have kind of a sus family when it comes to shit like that. So, okay, and I've got some really fucked up cousins out there, but it felt like that.
Yeah.
Now, I don't remember exactly. I think they asked my parents permission if they could do that. And I think at that point, because so many years had gone by, it had to have been at least 17 or 18 years since they probably gave their blessing and said that, they appreciated it and what a beautiful thing. It's different, though. This was her husband. She didn't have kids of her own. So that's why I think it's, that's a really hard one.
I might make it easier for you. There's an update.
Oh, okay.
She said, first, Mark and Ethan have almost been zero contact since Mark turned 23 for a much longer reason. They've only spoken a few times since then, at Ethan's wedding, our wedding, and most recently, about a year before his death, a funeral. Also to add, Ethan and his wife didn't even attend Mark's funeral. Gave no reason why, but the rest of the family dismissed it as I'm still not sure why. They didn't even send us a card. I only found out that they were expecting and intending to use the name of at a family holiday party that I go to every year, which they attended for the first time too.
All right, I guess I made an assumption that they were close.
Yeah, that also was a thing.
But you know what? That doesn't change my opinion.
Really?
Does not change my opinion.
Okay.
Because whether they're close or not close, first of all, it sounds like maybe
there was a falling out. Yeah.
Something happened, and this might be, in a way, how the brother accepts that, and
or is
in his own mind makes amends. For having a bad relationship with his own brother. But also, at the end of the day, you simply, no matter what the reason, and this is a really thought-provoking post, and as much as I want to side with Widow Lucinda, I just can't. You cannot tell somebody what to name their children.
Yeah.
You just can't.
That's true, but it makes more sense to me now, knowing that
her bitterness does.
Yeah.
Why
she doesn't want to have.
I hadn't read that update either,
because she doesn't feel like her
still
husband
doesn't make
was,
it right.
Yeah, respected.
I'm just saying, it still doesn't make her. It doesn't make her right. I understand it better, and I understand why she's like really adamant. I get that, but she's internalizing.
Yeah,
she's considering her dead husband's relationship with his brother,
right?
And what she could do is she could try to use this new birth as a way of honoring her late husband and rebuilding the legacy, and his name is going to go on.
Yeah,
there's other ways you can look at it.
Yeah,
you know. Now, 3 years may seem like a lot, but
it's not.
When you lose a spouse, it's not. And I know people can get over,
right?
You know, but when you're really young, and even though you have your whole life ahead of you, I think it's harder.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when you're much older, in your 70s or 80s, it's easier because you can say they lived a good life, they're not suffering.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. I agree.
So it makes it to me a little bit harder. But again, it's not about. So I'm not giving any dingleberries. I'm not giving.
Agreed. I think I agree.
I don't think there's anything shameless about her reaction. I think it's a normal reaction.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's the asshole for not wanting that to happen. But I just don't think she's correct in implementing.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Knowing that she, if someone was mean to my late husband or didn't, there's some animosity there.
And then they came and were like, we're going to use his name for our baby.
Yeah, that would piss me off.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I agree. So I understand her frustration. All right. Moving on to another name one. This one's funny. Title is, Am I the asshole for refusing to demote my dog after my sister gave her baby the same name? I, 26 female, have a dog named Charlie. Charlie is a golden retriever that I adopted 4 years ago, and he's my best buddy. My sister, Emily, 29 female, recently had her first child, a baby boy. She and her husband named him Charlie. At first, I thought it was funny, and I really didn't think much about it. But then Emily pulled me aside during a family gathering and said it was confusing and disrespectful for me to keep calling my dog Charlie now that her son has the same name. She asked me to rename my dog. I told her no. Charlie has been his name for 4 years now. He knows it. He responds to it. And that's all his paperwork. Changing it would be weird for him and for me. She got really upset and said it's not fair for her son to share a name with a dog, especially in a family setting. She thinks it'll lead to jokes and confusion as her son grows up. My parents have now weighed in, and while my dad says it's ridiculous to expect me to change my dog's name, my mom says I should just consider it to keep the peace. Now Emily's barely speaking to me, and a few family members think I'm being stubborn. I have no idea how I'm in the wrong here. The world's gone crazy. I love my dog, and I didn't name him to spite anyone. I also don't think it's my fault they chose a name already in use in the family. Am I the asshole?
No. Not Emily. Charlie, the dog came first.
They went and chose a dog's name that they have in the family and was like, nah, that's what we're going to name our kid.
That's fucked up.
And then if you're like, you need to change the dog's name because he shares a name with my son. Bitch, you chose that name for your son.
Fuck you.
Exactly.
I honestly am shocked that this is a real fucking thing. I'm just going to tell you truthfully.
Yeah, and this is news. This is 8 days ago. This issue started 8 days ago.
What people get upset
if we
about.
Go on YouTube, which we should really start.
We should. I feel like it'd be funny.
Sean actually kept saying that too. So if you could see my expression, it's kind of a blank look because I really legitimately can't believe this is a thing, right? And let me just say it like this. Okay? I don't think poor dog. I don't think poor kid. I think it's fucking none of it matters. Okay, is the child going to really get confused? Maybe when he's 2 and he hears the word Charlie and he'll look.
Yeah.
And then he'll see the fucking dog running. And then if he keeps saying Charlie, he'll know it's him.
Yeah. He should know if they're like, Charlie, come here. It's not him. It should be the dog.
And by the way, how fucking often are baby Charlie and doggy Charlie in the same room for the rest of their lives?
Exactly.
They're not the fucking same family.
Exactly.
Right? They don't live together. They're not
Exactly.
in the same house. So this is only going to be on certain occasions. Dinners, barbecues, whatever. Okay? So as upset as HR is about to get at me, I'm not taking the dog side. I'm not taking the other side. I'm not taking any side. This is just stupid.
You have to take the dog side.
I don't take any side. This is just dumb. Okay?
The dog can't even fight for himself here.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know about this Charlie. Okay, my dog, you call him whatever the fuck you want if you give him a pup cup. He don't give a fuck. Okay? And I bet you most dogs, when you call the dog dum-dum, but you give him a treat, he'll be happy to take it.
But the dogs know
And
their
by the
name.
way, hold on, by the way, little toddlers are the same. Hey, come here, shithead. And you give them a fucking lollipop, they love you.
They
don't
would,
care.
yeah.
Okay? Same idea. And the point is, none of this matters.
The dog matters. The
None
dog
of
is
it
4 years
fucking
old now.
matters.
The kid is not going to care.
No.
The dog's named Charlie. The kid
No.
is probably going to think it's really cool.
Exactly.
Okay, let me take that logic a step further. The fucking dog's going to care even less.
The dog won't know if you start fucking calling him like Teddy or something.
he
He's gonna
will.
be like, dog's gonna be like, who the fuck is that?
After 2 months, he's going to respond to Teddy because dogs respond also to the voice of their owner. So when you say, hey, come here, boy.
That's
That's
true.
not their name, but they still,
That's
so
true.
it's really about the inflection and what they think. And not to get into a whole fucking how to be a dog whisperer. It doesn't fucking matter. That's my point. None of this fucking matters.
No, we don't acquiesce to obnoxious family members.
Exactly. Exactly.
I do think that Birth Lucin is wrong for wanting them to change the dog's name, but I also think the whole thing is stupid. Like, if anything, I would give Birth Lucinda like a 5 on the Feldman scale for even asking,
Mm-hmm.
hey, could you change your fucking dog's name? Because
Yeah.
TD is way lower than that.
No,
way
it's
lower
not
than 5.
okay, 3. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a little shameless to do
Very
that.
shameless.
but-
I'm gonna give her a 1, honestly.
but
Yeah.
I just can't help but wonder why Birth Lucinda is taking it that fucking seriously.
Yeah, exactly. When she chose her son's name.
And why are the parents getting involved? No, I mean the dog owner Lucinda.
Oh.
Why is she even like taking it that seriously?
Because it's annoying.
Yeah.
No, I understand, but it's like, at some point, I hate to say this, but at some point you just need to put your fucking foot down. Sometimes you just need to say, Smashley, stop fucking eating my food. Or you gotta put your foot down and be like, take
You
your
have
foot
to go
down.
pick up your daughter from
That's
school
right.
by
I'm
yourself.
Not taking your fucking game on. Or make sure that fucking guy has his prosthetic on before he comes back into the house.
Or hey, stop
Something-
calling my daughter to babysit on the days you know she won't be in school.
Right. You just gotta put your
You do
fucking
exactly.
foot down.
Exactly.
So Birth Lucinda should have put her fucking foot down and said, look, I'm not changing my fucking kid's name.
wrong one.
Or right,
Dog
dog owner
Dog.
Lucinda. Right. Mama Lucinda, dog mama Lucinda. Just needs to put her fucking foot down, like, look, I'm not changing my fucking dog's name. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why don't you call your son Chuck? And I'll call my dog Charlie, and that way we don't get fucking confused.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There you go. Or Chip, or
Okay.
whatever.
Mm-hmm. All right. How many more do you have in you? The
One.
stories. Okay.
We're so much shit to do. It's still,
Okay. I'm gonna give you 2 titles. Am I overreacting after I found out my boyfriend's online friend group I became a part of 2 years ago has been just him the whole time? Or am I the asshole for finding my neighbor over a used diaper in our condo driveway?
I am so curious about the first one.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
the second
They
one
both
sounds
sound
funnier, but the first one sounds like this guy's
I'm
maybe
just
got
like,
real
what?
problems.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we can end that one. That's
All
good.
right,
Okay.
here we go.
She said, I guess I should have been less oblivious, but since a little before we started dating in 2022, I was added to my boyfriend's, just friend at the time, 3-person Instagram group chat with what he explained were some of his closest online friends. The 2 other accounts seemed like real people because they had real followers and comments on their posts and drastically different aesthetics/looks to them. We eventually made a Discord server for us, and that alone was convincing enough since multiple times we'd all be active at the same time. We never voice chatted, but I used to never voice chat either, so I didn't think twice about this. The group got closer, though, as more and more time passed since I was first added to their group chat. And last month, we got together and planned a research trip to Hawaii for August. We live on the East Coast of the U.S. Like, we booked everything. So imagine my surprise when I'm over at his house tonight and his computer is open and I just want to log into my Google Docs when I accidentally stumble across, first of all, follower bot sites, and also him logged in and chatting with me as one of the individuals I thought I had become close with.
Oh, wow.
And just got this sinking feeling. I didn't jump to the idea that they could be fake either. I was like, maybe he just has their login since they're all so close and is way too interested in their messages. But then I noticed their chats were the group chats were the group chats and the server, and the real kicker was the email address that it was signed up to. It was under his backup email with his full name. I quite literally snooped until he got out of the shower and caught me, which I'm not saying was right of me, but I couldn't help myself. During my snooping, I gradually became devastating confidently that he was behind all of the accounts. I've never seen his face so red, and he just absolutely panicked and started shouting at me to get out of his business. I couldn't even form the right words to say to him. In the end, I just walked out of his apartment sobbing. It's very early in the morning, I get that, but this screenshot is what he has to say, and I'm starting to feel crazy. Am I overreacting about my discovery? So I'm going to read to you what the screenshot says. She had texted him and said, I just want to know why, and when it finally came time for the Hawaii trip, how were you going to explain that? What were you thinking? He said, you know something I've noticed about you? You can never just be calm, and there always has to be an issue. I know you were raised in a volatile environment and still have to relearn a lot of things about healthy relationship dynamics, but it's like you thrive on chaos only. And we were going to see Wicked tonight. I guess there goes that one. And she said, you can't be serious. I deserve answers. I'm honestly so creeped out. Basically, half of my life for the past 2 years has been a complete and total lie, and you were behind all of it. And his response was, don't be dramatic. You know this isn't a big deal. You're just giddy to harp on this and make a bigger issue.
Oh, dear. That's very disturbing.
Did he
Super
really,
fucking disturbing.
Hold on. Did he really just threaten her with, we were going to see you?
Yes. That's not going to happen anymore.
Right. That, by the way, if nothing else happened, that's breakup for me.
Yes.
Oh, no. Sadie and We're not going to see fucking Wicked tonight? Oh, no. Oh, we're done. The fuck is he? I mean, come on. That's really indicative of whatever the psychosis is that he's got.
Oh, Miss Therapist, what the fuck? What is this? What?
That's disturbing as fuck. I don't know what the diagnosis is, but that is called get your bags and get out of there.
But think about this, guys. He made 3 accounts, put them all in one group chat, then added her to it, and had a different personality for each person.
I've never heard of anything like that.
Let me just tell you. Yes, it sounds very weird. And immediately my first thought is, okay, this is like some kind of schizophrenia or personality. But if you really think about it, it's fucking brilliant.
Why?
I'll tell you why. If he was an all suspect about his girlfriend, so I would have taken personality number 2. And I would have sent a direct message.
You think he's like testing his girlfriend?
Yo, Lucinda, I know we're in a group and everything, but I think you and I are more friends. And what do you think of Eric there? I mean, he's kind of weird, right? Like, and I'd want to know what she really thought. And that's a great way to get information.
Oh my God.
She thinks she's like private chatting. I'm just saying.
But I don't think this was his plan.
No, I'm just saying if he was smart.
Like,
This guy's sick.
No, not if you were smart.
No, I'm not done.
That's horribly untrusting.
Okay, and also that's how you can find out without broaching the subject if Lucinda's down for a threesome.
Oh my God.
Like you DM privately like you're someone else. Like, look, I don't know how Eric would feel about this or Billy, but I'd be down if you're down. We want to bring up, maybe you and me will take on, whatever.
Yeah, that's a fabulous idea.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Uh-huh.
I can't find any other motivation.
No, the guy's sick in the head. This is weird. But what was he going to do? Honestly, what was he going to do when they all got to Hawaii and no one else showed up?
Yeah, I mean, they were actually planning
a trip. Yes.
I'll tell you what he would have done. The morning of, he would have gone to the bathroom so he had privacy. And he would have sent a group message like, I woke up with COVID. I'm so sorry, guys. Go without me. Have a great trip.
2 other people would have.
And they're just going to throw all that money down the toilet?
Well, if maintaining the lie is that important, then yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question, and you tell me from your perspective with psychology and all. Do you think this is him trying to take her away and not have any friends and like cornering her, kind of like, so she'll be alone and she has no one else really to talk to because it's all him?
Oh, just trying to be controlling.
Yeah, and cut contact off from her friends because it's really all just him.
It's possible. This is a very odd way to do that.
Yeah, because you can just chat with anybody else.
That's true.
Any other time.
Yeah, I've never heard of any controlling, abusive boyfriend.
No, I think he was.
Like
I think he was legitimately trying to see a different perspective, a different side of her with other people. I also think for whatever reason he might have found this entertaining to himself.
Yeah, maybe.
And look, maybe he just got carried away with it.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard. Look, unless something very sinister was written about, like, and then I found out he did this. Right. So it's hard for me to understand what their actual motivation here is. It's very odd.
It's super odd. Okay? It's super odd.
It's cray-cray.
It's cray-cray.
But I don't know why. Like, if there was any kind of justification, I'm really trying hard to think of it. Maybe I'm not saying it's okay, and I wouldn't necessarily forgive it, but I might understand it a little better. Yeah. Problem is, I can't think of anything no. Other than maybe, like you were saying, controlling a group, and also maybe, and this is a stretch, but just bear with me because I think out loud. Maybe he used that as a way to get certain messages across to her, but it's like not coming from him. Maybe. So she doesn't think he's the dick. If like the quote unquote the fake friend's like, yo, Lucinda, you should really listen to what Billy's saying here. Maybe, yeah. Right? And like to try to like basically manipulate her into doing certain things he wants. Maybe. Or going along with things he wants. It's the only thing I can think of, honestly. And it took me a minute to even create that.
What would Eric do in the situation?
If I were her, I'd block him on everything.
I would have so many trust issues. I think anyone who DMs me is him.
No, I would block him on everything. And if it's not someone I know,
I'm not talking to them. Exactly.
I would never trust anyone online.
Ever. Yeah. Ever. I think it was him. Every call, I think it was him.
But this is really, really odd. Yeah. This is odd. Yeah. And again, the only thing I can think of truly is he's using the quote third party, even though it's fake, to interject or to plant seeds of something. Yeah. And it's a type of a manipulation.
Yeah. Yeah. It was weird. Yeah, that's what I could think of. So I was like, this is so weird. Yeah.
Okay. Now.
And then for his gaslighting, he's an asshole.
Yes. So. All right. So I'm going to give Psycho Billy 5 dingle.
I'm gonna give him 10, but yeah.
You can give him a double.
Yeah, he has some nerve. Like
it'd be a double jelly roll. Yeah. I'm giving him 5.
Okay.
Because maybe deep down he really loves her, and he doesn't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he.
This whole like you're being so dramatic thing.
You come from a volatile upbringing.
He got caught, so that's normal. People, not normal in that sense, but normal that people try to deflect it on the other or point out like, "What are you talking about? You're the one that's all." Yeah. That people, that's their defense mechanism. Yeah. I get that. So that doesn't really throw me. And
Feldman scale?
Like, honestly, it's a 0.
It's a 0, yeah.
There's very few things more shameless.
I'm honestly going to go -5 at least.
And let me tell you,
it's 3 different personalities.
If he just DM'd her like a different person and it was just him. But to do a fucking group thing?
3 people.
Well, why 3? Why 3? Like, why? I mean, if he were spying on her, okay, 1. Why 3?
Okay, hold on. I have another serious question, and I think Hurricane will appreciate this because she knows that I'm not the most tech-savvy guy. But if I have, let's say, my Instagram, is that what they were using? Did it say?
It said Discord, yeah.
Okay. I have Discord on this phone. I don't really use it anymore, but I have the Discord app. How can you pretend to be someone else? Because it's all coming from the same
desktop, phone. Laptop, phone. That's 3 different accounts.
Because I was like,
or like iPad, laptop, phone.
So then, let me just say, victim Lucinda is also stupid. Because at some point, how do you not realize that the only time there's group interactions are when you're not next to this fucking guy?
That's true.
When you're next to him and something pops up, it's only you and him. Like the third party can't respond. At some point, you're not going to notice that.
Who would suspect that, though? Exactly.
Okay, no. At some point, I would, because it's about 2 years. Okay, at some point, I would be like, yo, it's weird that every time I'm next to you, you're the only one that I see in this chat. Or there's no chatting at all. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And then only when we're not together, all of a sudden, this pops off.
It's not something that you would think of, I feel like.
Because it's preposterous.
Yeah.
No, let me tell you, it's not something you would think of. But it's something.
Okay, that's kind of frightening that you would think of that.
The thinker would think of.
Okay, yeah,
that's a little
exactly.
scary in and of itself.
Because my whole job is to look beyond what's in front of you and try to get to the real issue or what motivates or peel back layers and problems.
Yeah.
And I honestly, because the way my mind works and how I'm trained, I would start to think, it's kind of odd that this chat is fucking dormant every time we're together.
Yeah.
And it only pops off when we're not around each other.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like at some point, over the course of time, I would notice that.
Yeah.
Or at least I believe I would. Maybe if I was so deep into the relationship, I wouldn't give it a second thought. And it's not something I would automatically get to. But I'm pretty sure at some point I'd be like, it's really weird that this like, I don't get these alerts.
Yeah.
When we're together.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Or only when you like get out of bed to like, go to the bathroom and, like,
and now there's text,
or whatever. Oh, and then it's like, oh, hey guys, what are you up to? Like, what's an odd coincidence? Like,
exactly.
At some point, especially, and also, we don't know them personally. I don't know where they are, what they do. But if
East Coast, that's all she said.
It must be. But if that's going on, I can't help but wonder if he's got other quirks.
Yes.
That she's not noticing.
Yes.
Right? That's because that's so abnormal.
Yes. Yes.
You can't tell me that's the only fucking.
No. Yeah, I thought about that too, and I was like, I would not trust this guy ever again.
Either she's digmatized, or she's dumb.
That too.
Or she's cray too.
Or he's just a really good manipulator.
Or all three. No, he's really good at something. Well, I'm just saying, okay?
Gaslighting, it's obvious.
No, keep a bitch that, like, in the dark. Come on now, okay?
Well, if you trust someone, your mind just doesn't go there.
Yeah.
I trust people that and I'm in a relationship with, but I got to tell you, if I'm on a Discord server and that fucking thing never buzzes when we're together, ever, it only does when we're not together, at some point, honestly, I think I'm going to notice that.
Yeah. I get what you're saying with that, yeah.
I just...
Yeah.
Especially when there's three people.
And I'm sure, like, if they were all, like, friends, at some point you'd be like, oh, let's go ask them then.
Yeah, or, hey, guys, we're going to grab a beer here.
Do you want to go?
Or something.
Things generally only seem suspicious in a certain context.
Yeah, you have to have reason, yeah.
After 2 years of not getting together, not going on trips, not meeting for lunch, whatever, not chatting.
That's just how these Discord things are. People don't see each other.
Maybe the difference, and I'm being honest, and when I say this, is an age gap. Because I think the older generations like me and HR might not be as connected to like Discord and that whole culture. We might see these things differently. Somebody maybe Matthew's age or between like 17 and 25 that are much more into it. This may just be very par for the course.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't know. I can only think in my 52-year-old mind, I'd start being like, it's really odd, right? That we never fucking see Bobby and Betty or whatever, right?
See, you put you and HR together. She's not agreeing with you on this one. She's agreeing with us.
No, I know, because I know, like, I know people who use these Discord things and they don't, it's all
you never see them, They had Instagram accounts, remember? Because she said they all had different aesthetics too, and they all had
something weird.
That's a lot of effort.
It's a lot of effort. Yeah.
Burner phone.
Yeah.
Okay, and the other thing too, and it's not a question of the use of Discord or not. Again, it's just more. I would be more, unless they all started off saying, "Oh, this is my friend Billy 2, but he lives in Australia, and Betty 3, but she lives in Germany." Right. But if he's like, we're all old high school buddies and my oldest friends.
Why did she never meet him?
Right. At some point,
I did think of that. Yeah.
Hey, how come I've never seen these people? How come they never call you directly?
Yeah.
Right? At some point, like, I never noticed them call you.
Yeah.
How come they can't make any trip or any plan we've ever made? How come we can't just go?
Yeah, I would actually.
I've never seen most of your friends.
Oh.
You know they exist. You see me in group.
Now I'm questioning.
You see me in group chats. It's not just me.
Well, it's just a group chat.
Yeah, but
maybe you're having a group chat with yourself.
Let me make this very simple. They pop up while I'm driving. You know it's not fucking me doing it. The messages pop up while I'm in the car driving. Okay, but my point is, right?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I think.
Oh, and you have met some of my friends, some of my best friends, including Nepo's dad and our friend Scotty. And okay, so please. Don't let that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna shut this down right now. But again, so I was gonna say, now I want to hear about the diaper in the condo or whatever, but honestly, I don't.
Okay, we'll save it for next time.
Yeah, I don't have patience for.
No, that one's longer too. So that's why I said one last one.
Like
okay.
Neighbors do fuck up things to each other.
We'll save it for next time.
All right. So having said all that, again, the last couple episodes have been just sort of from the hip and impromptu. We do have a few themes picked out. Some are going to be about like the biggest money blunders. I can tell you there are probably a bunch of crypto guys that, here's what I am going to do. I'm serious. It's going to be a more serious episode. I'm going to give a Hurricane a little bit of a homework assignment. We're going to do this in a couple of weeks. Or, we have some time. We're going to plan it. President Trump. I can't even believe it.
Oh, don't say those words.
Donald pardoned.
I know.
The founder of Silk Road.
I know.
And I think we can do an entire episode on what Silk Road really was. And at one point, somebody actually made an appointment with me and claimed to be Dread Pirate Robert, like the Silk Road guy. I could tell he wasn't.
Right.
But he was like, I need a consultation or whatever. I could tell he was off his rocker.
Right.
The impact that this had, right? And I do think it would be a very interesting episode. You're talking about, you could, on Silk Road, if you knew how to get there, you could do anything from bags of weed, heroin,
to
meth,
body parts.
right, fucking cocaine,
and little kids,
guns, have somebody killed.
Kids.
Literally. No, you could literally put a hit on someone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could literally even buy kids. That's what I was like.
And it became like huge.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes.
And this is the guy
that he pardoned. Yep.
But I do think in a few weeks, you're going to have to do some research. You're going to have to pull down some stuff. There's a lot of material about it.
Okay.
And I'll give more of a legal perspective on it as opposed to just the audacity of, again, like the shock value.
Yeah.
Of, I just went online and bought myself a daughter.
Right.
Hey,
bought myself a new kneecap.
Hey,
what the fuck?
Hey, Billy, I got us a couple more of them slaves. Right. Well, I'm just saying that's how they are.
I'm going to put that part out.
No,
I'm going to put that part out. I'm going to put that part. I'm going to
like basically like kids.
I thought you were going to make a joke. No. I thought you were going to say, fuck the kneecap. We can get, the less limbed, a whole new leg. I thought that's what you were going to go with.
Oh, shit. I didn't think of that. That's good. Oh, Hurricane, you're so
Thank
savage.
you.
God damn. But if Smashley ever does listen, see, Hurricane does look out for you because the less.
See, we could get him. Exactly.
He has one. He just doesn't wear it all the time. That's I don't know. Anyway, so again, before we go, before you tell us where everybody can find us, one more shout out to the Maj crew. Appreciate you listening, guys. Right. So
and all our other listeners,
over 9,000. Thailand, Norway, all throughout like California, Nevada. I appreciate you all. So to our 9,000 plus and growing Hurricane.
Yes.
Tell them where they can find us.
All right, guys. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate all the support. Remember, you can find us on Instagram at the Bensama Confirm. You can find our podcast Instagram at the Late Podcast. You can visit our Twitter and TikTok at Bensama Confirm. You can visit our website at eblawfirm.us, or you can email us at info@eblawfirm.us. Bye, guys.
Bye.
No bye from Eric. Eric says goodbye, guys.
Sorry, I have nothing else.
All right.